Sorry, podcast people. I forgot. So you're going to have to just pause it and write all this stuff down. Page 34, all you have to write down is y equals f of x. So that means the same thing. Y and f of x are twin sisters. And wherever you see, for this one, wherever you see an x, you sub 3, just like the table of values. Careful on C and D that you put the negatives in brackets. Pause if you want to, and now we're doing example 2b. Now you just have to recognize what this means. Okay, so this is weird. What do you think they're asking you for b? Y. True. So what do you have to find? F of. This is just asking you for f of 2. What do you think this is asking for you? Yeah, okay, so that's just fancy dancy talk for find f of 2 and find f of 7. So go ahead and find f of 2 and f of negative 7, or I didn't finish this one yet. Sorry, subtract 2 times negative 3. And don't forget there's a cube here. Your calculator does all that work. You don't need to calculate anything separately. Unless you want to not use your calculator, and sure enough, it might actually be faster to use your big fat brain. I would certainly like that. In fact, I'm going to because my calculator's not here. So negative 3 cubed is negative 27. Oh, I'm in trouble. Plus x, what does that equal? Yep. No? Yeah? Yes. No, if it's not. Negative 129? For A, that's A, not D. Or sorry, not E. F for 2, go ahead and do these. Pretty much the same thing. But again, if you use your calculator, you don't need this line. You don't need that line at all. You just go right to negative 129. Hello, podcast people. So obviously we wrote the quest for most of the class today. It's going to be a very short podcast. F2 equals 5 times 2 cubed. Subtract 2 times 2. 40, is that 36? Check. 36, thank you. And f of 7 is 5 times 7 cubed. Subtract 2 times 7. 343, yeah. What's that? Somebody? 1,000. And what? 1? Thank you. Okay. Now, E, you don't want to make it too complicated because all you have to do for E is wherever you see an X, you put A. And don't worry about X, they don't want to real. So go ahead and do that. Wherever you see an X, put A and you're done. So f of A, don't try to make it too complicated. Wherever you see X, you put A. So yes, you put 5A cubed, subtract 2A, and you're done. Okay, nothing else. F, find f of 2x. So wherever you see an x, you put 2x. So wherever I see an x, I put 2x. So that's because 5 bracket 2x cubed, all cubed, pardon me, subtract 2 times 2x. See if you can finish that one off for me with your beautiful algebraic skills. And I'm going to go with diesel. Sorry. That's true. Too much Coke. What should I do about that? I gotta watch that movie Coca-Cola Kid now. didn't think it was so recent, 1985. Oh, there's a Candyman. There's a Candyman somewhere. Okay, so this, I'm going to do exponents before I multiply, so I'm going to get 8x cubed first. And I get 40x cubed, subtract 4x marks the spot. Checkaroo. We got to do example 3 because that's the hardest one. Example 3 is beautiful because it combines functions with polynomials and factoring. And it's certainly a test question and also shows up on the exam most years. So I would maybe triple star that. Okay, I'm going to erase this. And so wherever I see a x, I have to replace it with a binomial x subtract 3. So 4 times this x turns into x subtract 3 all squared. This x turns into x subtract 3, and then you add 1. Please remember, you do not distribute the 4 into the bracket. You got to do exponents before you multiply. If you distribute this 4 into the bracket, you're distributing it into both brackets, which you can't do, remember? So write this down, please, quick. So this is 4 times x subtract 3 times x subtract 3. So that is a FOIL question, and then that's negative 6x plus 18 plus 1. I'm going to just FOIL this in my head. I get 4 times x squared, subtract 6x plus 9, subtract 6x, and then I'm going to add that to be 19. And then I'm going to distribute the 4x squared, subtract 24x plus 36. And then, did anybody get 4x squared, subtract 30x plus 55 there? Anyone finish? Oh, David did. Thank you. He's done before me. I think I'm good with these ones because we just did these, so you can do these if you want to, but I do want you to do the homework on page 36. Yeah, just page 36. And not even the last 2 questions. And then this is, oh no, this is, I lied. Yeah, no, page 36. Just 36. Try the last 2 questions because that's where we're going to start tomorrow. Just a little bit. Podcast people, we love you. Have a super duper snowy day. So that's an awesome day.